What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. So, this is the second video of the day because I got to give you an update 24 hours before the actual event takes place. We have a confirmation of Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna's press conference. It's going to be on Tuesday at 3 p.m. local time, which is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She is going to be joined by Chairman James Comer of GOP Oversight. And Anna Paulina Luna was recently on Spectrum News talking about what this could be about. And this is what she said right here.
One of the biggest things that I'm constantly hearing from people, and it's not just me, but I think it's been generations of congressmen, is that there was a lack of transparency in the federal government. And I think when you have that, it's actually dangerous because that's where, conspiracy theories will form. That's where people will then lose, I think, sight and hope for their future of their nation and then their government. And so in an effort to combat that, I have been pushing, and I'm joined now by my colleagues and have been entrusted by the Speaker of the House, by the Chairman of Oversight, and hopefully the White House to be aiding in transparency for this country. So that's your hint.
So it does have to be, it does have to do with government transparency. We still don't know if it's actually about UFOs, but I don't know. Some of the signs point towards it being about UFOs. For example, we know that Matt Laszlo from Askapol has been trying to get information on whether this press conference has anything to do with it. We know that people from the UFO disclosure movement, such as James Fox and Lou Elizondo and even Jared Moskowitz, have hinted that it may be related to that. If it's related to transparency from the government, I would say that it is directly linked to UFOs as well, because it does cover the whole spectrum. And given how things have progressed over the last week or so, in terms of the government, I would think that whatever Anna Paulina Luna is going to say tomorrow, it would have some impact on the UFO topic. But we still have to wait and see what happens. I honestly have no idea what it's about, but I would love it if UFOs could be impacted by this on a positive manner, because things are just like getting quicker and quicker. And I think that with the JFK files about to be released, there is some level of expectancy that this could be about UFOs. There is a rumor that I saw recently that one of Jared Moskowitz's staffers received a call from one of the people from the UFO community. And they said, when they were asked about this press conference with Representative Luna, whether this had to do with UFOs or not. And this staffer, according to this rumor, said yes. We have no idea if this is true or not. That's why I'm saying this is a rumor, but it could be the case. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments because I do want to know. And with the JFK files, I do have to add something to this because I asked Mr. Jeff Cruikshank, who I had on the show recently, if there were some news on the JFK assassination files release. And he told me that the plan on how they will be released has been already delivered to President Trump. The conundrum they face is whether to release the facts of JFK's murder by US government official first, or revealing the existence of NHI. Either way has to be graduated somehow. So, yeah, as you guys know, Jeff Cruikshank does believe that the JFK assassination files do contain the truth about JFK being involved in the UFO topic. And he thinks that because JFK was asking about this, that's the reason he was assassinated. So if the JFK files are released first, people are going to know, shockingly, that if this is true, though, of course, that JFK wanted to know about UFOs, and that's what got him assassinated. But if the government takes a preemptive step, they could just give the people disclosure and then release the files. But I don't know what the effect of that would be. Honestly, the way that society in general is currently divided politically and philosophically, if the Trump administration came out and said, we are not alone, I would bet you that a bunch of people that don't like President Trump would not believe him and would say that there is some kind of alternative plan or something that he wants to gain from disclosure. And that, I think, would hurt the topic, because we're talking, if this happens, we're talking about a sitting president giving people disclosure, and the mistrust in his government and him would have about half of the people not believing anything he says, even if he's like saying it in front of their faces. And I think that's one of the major issues within this topic in general. I saw Clint from Night Shift earlier talking about how it's impossible to not politicize the UFO topic. I don't think it's impossible. I would like to disagree there with Clint. I respect that he thinks that some topics are unavoidable. The things, especially that people see that are like completely unjust and even cruel and against human rights. And I do agree with him on that. But I think that no matter how much you want to politicize this topic, if we do get disclosure and if we do get this transparency, this acknowledgement from the government that we're not alone, I think that even politics are going to have to be revised. And a lot of these concepts will need to be reoriented, you could say, because many of the petty arguments and more materialistic confrontations between both sides of the aisle won't be as front and center as disclosure is, because we're talking about not being alone in the universe. We're talking about redefining pretty much our whole existence. And a lot of these problems that are currently dominating the world stage are going to have to take a back seat for a little bit until we come to terms with a potential disclosure from the government.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? What could be more alien to the universal aspirations of our peoples than war and the threat of war? 2 centuries ago, in a hall much smaller than this one, in Philadelphia, Americans met to draft a constitution. In the course of their debates, one of them said that the new government, if it was to rise high, must be built on the broadest base, the will and consent of the people. And so it was, and so it has been. My message today is that the dreams of ordinary people reach to astonishing heights. If we diplomatic pilgrims are to achieve equal altitudes, we must build all we do on the full breadth of humanity's will and consent and the full expanse of the human heart. Thank you. God bless you all.
But obviously, I do think that a lot of these issues are going to have to be addressed one way or the other. But I also believe that staying on this confrontational aspect of politics within the context of the UFO topic is one of the reasons it is being stalled so heavily. That's just my opinion, though. I know that a lot of you may not agree with what I'm saying, but I do think that overly politicizing the topic from both sides is not helping. It's quite the contrary, actually. More division is creating more distrust, and there will come a time when, if President Trump does say that we're not alone, a lot of people are just not going to buy it. And I think that's detrimental to the topic in general. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Congresswoman Luna's upcoming press conference. Do you think it will be about UFOs? I think she's given enough clues to at least make people think that it is potentially about UFOs. What do you think about this rumor about a staffer from Moskowitz saying it is about UFOs? Do you think it might be true? I would say that whoever is in Jared Moskowitz's state, you can just call his office and just ask one of his staffers if this is about UFOs or not. They should know. You guys should be able to do that. And if you do, please let me know in the comments what they said if you ask. I'm pretty sure that if you speak to a staffer, they would tell you what this is about. So let me know. What do you think about this? What do you think will happen tomorrow? And what do you think about Congresswoman Luna's new responsibility about transparency from the federal government? She seems like she still doesn't have the full support from the White House based on what she said right there. What do you think she needs in order to get full support from the White House on this? I guess we will know tomorrow. But until then, this is it for me on this video. If you like the content you see, I'm going to ask you to please like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can get notified when a new video drops. If you want to support the channel in any other way, I'm going to ask you to please pick a link from the description. You can also choose to become a member on our members channel. The Psicoactivo radio feed is also on the KGRA website. I'm going to leave it in the description too, so you can support us there as well. But that's going to be it for me today. I'll see you guys until the next video. But remember, stay curious. Bye.